Most men believe that as the years go by, they fade into the background. But here's the truth. There's a special kind of attraction, a quiet magnetism, that only grows stronger with age. Women often notice these qualities in older men, but they rarely say them out loud. Today, we're going to uncover the subtle signs that you might be far more admired than you realize, and why your presence can still turn heads and warm hearts. Sign 1. You carry yourself with confidence, not arrogance. Women notice when you walk into a room without trying to prove anything. It's not about flashy clothes or loud behavior. It's about the calm certainty in your movements, the way you look people in the eye, the way you listen before you speak. This quiet confidence signals maturity, stability, and self-respect, qualities that are deeply attractive because they make a woman feel safe and valued. Practical tip: stand tall, shoulders relaxed, chin level. Practice listening more than talking. People remember how you make them feel. Sign 2. Your style speaks without shouting. Women notice when an older man takes care in his appearance. Not because of expensive brands, but because it shows he respects himself. A clean shave, or a well-groomed beard, well-fitted clothes, polished shoes, these small things speak volumes. It's about dressing in a way that feels authentic to you, but still shows effort. This quiet attention to detail is incredibly appealing. Practical tip: choose classic, well-fitted pieces over trendy clothes. Keep your hair, beard, and nails neat. Use a subtle, clean fragrance. One spray is enough. Sign 3. You make people feel heard. Many older men underestimate how attractive good listening is. When you give someone your full attention, without checking your phone or interrupting, you stand out in a world full of distractions. Women quietly admire a man who doesn't just hear words, but understands feelings. Practical tip: maintain eye contact without staring. Repeat back key points to show you've understood. Sign 4. You stay calm under pressure, rather than rushing to give advice. Everyone, but women admire men who remain composed when things don't go as planned. Calmness signals emotional intelligence and strength, and makes you someone people want around in uncertain moments. Practical tip: when frustrated, pause and breathe before reacting. Use humor to lighten tense situations, but never at someone else's expense. Sign 5. You maintain your health and vitality. Women notice when a man values his health, not because of vanity, but because it shows self-discipline and self-respect. It's in the way you move, your energy, your posture. Practical tip: prioritize daily movement, walks, stretches, light strength training. Eat balanced meals with plenty of vegetables and protein. Drink water instead of too much alcohol or sugary drinks. Sign 6. Your eyes still have life and warmth. There's something magnetic about eyes that still light up when you talk about things you love. It shows you're engaged with life, curious, and open-hearted, and women pick up on this instantly. Practical tip: practice gratitude. It naturally softens and brightens your expression. Stay curious about people, places, 7, and ideas. You speak with clarity and respect. Women notice when an older man expresses himself without talking over others or dominating the conversation. Clear, calm, respectful speech shows intelligence and kindness, and it stands out more than loud or boastful talk. Practical tip: think before speaking. Pause for a second. Avoid gossip and unnecessary negativity. Sign 8. You have passions beyond work. Having hobbies and interests outside of work or routine makes you magnetic. It shows you're still growing, exploring, and enjoying life-like qualities that make you deeply interesting. Practical tip: pick up a hobby you've always wanted to try. Share your passions. It inspires others and creates connection. Sign 9. You show kindness without expecting anything back. Small acts of kindness don't go unnoticed. Women admire a man who helps not because he's trying to impress, but because it's simply part of who he is. Practical tip: be polite to service workers, kind to strangers, and patient with children. Sign 10. You've mastered the art of silence. Not every moment needs to be filled with words. Women appreciate a man who can enjoy quiet. It's comforting, not awkward. Practical tip: practice being present in silence. It creates deeper connection. Sign 11. You radiate life experience and wisdom without forcing it. One of the most powerful and most quietly admired qualities of a stunning older man is the way he carries his life experience. It's not about constantly telling stories or proving how much you know. It's in the subtle way you respond to challenges, the patience you show, the perspective you bring to conversations. Women notice this. They can see that you've faced storms and kept your dignity. They sense that you've made mistakes, learned from them, and emerged with deeper compassion. This combination of strength and humility is rare and magnetic. You don't need to compete with younger men or try to prove your worth. Your life has already shaped you into someone worth listening to, someone whose presence brings reassurance. When you speak, you do it thoughtfully. When you give advice, it's gentle and practical. When you comfort someone, you make them feel understood, not judged. Practical tip: share stories only when they add value to the moment. Let your wisdom emerge naturally. Practice patience. It's a mark of real maturity. Offer encouragement more often than criticism. Remember, people are drawn to those who make them feel safe to be themselves. Why women quietly admire this? This kind of wisdom makes a man magnetic because it offers emotional security. In a world full of uncertainty, women notice when a man brings calm, clarity, and kindness wherever he goes. Even if they never say it, they respect it deeply, and they remember it. Sign 12. You have a quiet, unshakable sense of self. One of the rarest and most magnetic qualities in an older man is an unshakable sense of who he is. Not in a loud, look at me way, but in the subtle, grounded way that says, I know myself, I accept myself, and I don't need to pretend to be anyone else. Women notice this instantly. They can sense when a man is comfortable in his own skin, when he doesn't need constant approval, when he isn't chasing trends or validation, when he isn't comparing himself to others. This kind of self-assurance is different from arrogance. Arrogance is about inflating yourself. True self-assurance is about being at peace with yourself, your strengths, your flaws, your history, and your present. It shows in small things, the way you choose your words carefully, the way you can admit when you don't know something, the way you can laugh at yourself without embarrassment, the way you're content to be alone, but also able to enjoy company. Practical tip: practice saying no without guilt when something doesn't feel right for you. Spend time each day doing something that centers you, reading, walking, meditating. Focus on your values, not other people's opinions. Why women quietly admire this? A man with a steady sense of self makes others feel safe and valued because he's not playing games or putting on a show. He knows what he wants, but he's also open to life's surprises. This stability is deeply attractive, not because it's flashy, but because it's rare. And women often admire it in silence, drawn to the calm, confident energy it radiates. Closing scene. You may not realize it, but the way you carry yourself, the way you treat people, and the way you live your life leaves an impression far stronger than you think. Being a stunning older man isn't about chasing youth, it's about embracing your age with dignity, confidence, and warmth. And when you do that, women notice, even if they never say it out loud.